army with truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry for the dreams that fade, we speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know how make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media,
one voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night, because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the
Kushe and Cabo Salon. Of course, welcome again to another edition of the Truth Evening Talk. You number one program we, of course, can bring you the gist, can entertain you, can inform you, and also can bring information we can spark debate amongst the young people them. You know, you get we live on Truth FM 103.9, and you same way so can be part of this conversation by sending us a message through the short code 239, or left we you comment, you thoughts, you view now we Facebook page, because I certainly get for Cam Day for can look the comment on a perception and on our views when I don't share with we regarding the program. As always, now the Truth Evening Talk, like I say, we can bring on our conversations them way can spark debate, can get young people for understand who that them be, their role in a society, and how much themselves go able for contribute, you know, so the growth and development of this country. Because at the end of the day, like we always can say, and like we all know, the youth in this country form bulk of this country in population. I mean, say majority of the people where they live in this country are young people. And so if this country for go before, we get a responsibility. We get a role for play. We make today the conversation where we can get now youth empowerment. Why important for empower young people? And we same way so they look the issues which will surround youth empowerment, the opportunities, and of course the challenge where they around youth empowerment. And for discuss this all important topic today, I get with me the executive director for Network for Children Empowerment Salon. In name na Khalid Hamid Tamu. Of course, like I say, na the executive director for children for Network for Children Empowerment Salon. E dey with me at the studio, and again for can help me for discuss this all important topic. But as always, na the program, we can go on our streets forget the views, the voices of people on the issue they discuss. And so today, like every other day, we been going our streets forget the voices of young people, for no waiting and think about youth empowerment, for know the challenge where they face as young people, where they not be empowered, for know the opportunities where they are ahead of them, where they're going to explore, if they get the requisite skill, if they get the requisite knowledge, and if the opportunities be made available to them. And for also know the issues them, some of the things that were involved in youth empowerment. And so now we take that Vox Day quick, we dey come back for continue the conversation after that Vox Day.
Okay, youth empowerment na salon na one part the major things them we people in governance should always consider, because large percentage of Sierra Leone's population, according to data, now the youth. And when you think about something beyond, when you think about the future, we always say the youth get key role for play in that regard. But we're not going to ignore the facts. We're not going to ignore say challenges then we kind of they make that progress they seems unachievable. And one part in our youth unemployment, we also get lack of opportunities. Yes, all of them they kind of they make things not go as the way things for go. But we all know say in every challenges there must be opportunities. Yes, there must be opportunities, and the opportunities then they show say all is not lost for any youth. And one part in self-empowerment, empower yourself, vocational institutions and they learn skills. All of them things and they help you individually, you the youth individually, for develop yourself and make meaningful saying in our society. So youth empowerment, we all know say it's important, but there are challenges where like they halt or bring stop to that progress day. And then challenges then they na youth and unemployment, lack of opportunities and the rest. But like I say, there are opportunities where like they should say all is not lost for youth. So now very important topic.
There are opportunities where they should say all is not lost for young people. Like the late man go say, steady bongo, the youth man they want for work. But if work not there, how you expect them for live? How you expect them for survive? Young people, all is not lost. I still get with me Khalid Ahmed Tamu, the Executive Director for Network for Children Empowerment Salon, is still there at the studio with me for can help me discuss this topic. Remember, say you listen to Truth FM 103.9 and the program where you listen to na Truth Evening Talk. Me where they bring the program come to you. My name na Andrew Chupele. Let me join Mr. Tamu at the studio. Like I say, the Executive Director for Network for Children Empowerment Salon. Good evening, Mr. Tamu, and welcome.
Good evening. Thank you very much for having me. It's a very big privilege, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay. We discuss a very sensitive but very important topic where, it is at the heart of not just young people, but the because from the gentleman self we share a view just on the topic, and statistics data don't show say young people constitute bulk of the country in population. We mean say if the country for go before, young people get a very big role for play. And same way so if the country not go before, it all depends on young people. So basically in your simplest way where you go put them, what's in our youth empowerment and why you think it's important for push and drive national development?
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. In the first place, every individual we born in the society gets a dream. And that dream where you get as an individual now for let you able for become somebody where the society will be proud of, for achieve a lot of dream and a lot of goals. And then goal and way you dey set as an individual, it means say it go either affect you personality as an individual, you family, your community, and at large the district and the whole nation, and maybe go international. But for later young man reach that point, for you for become empowered and become somebody we don't achieve that point they get a lot of step waiting for take for achieve that level they. So in the simplest way I go say now, when a young person don't able for maximizing fullest potential, at that point you not get anything for worry about. Okay, things don't go well always, but at least it feels so much that at least are they on the trajectory for maximize waiting comfortable with in the absence of stress, in the absence of any illness, in the absence of any kind of situation where you go make the person more comfortable as individual. And it takes steps for that person to reach that point from the family to access to education to legal frameworks to the environment situations to national progress and development, unity and peace. Because a lot more of growth will only happen when we get peace in our society. When the home is peaceful, the community is peaceful, and as such, the entire nation is peaceful. And when they are enabling quality access to education, that means that the person will guarantee say go learn better book. And even if not learn better book, you get access to informal education where skills that we go do for let you get. And the goal is for let you feel comfortable. Maybe you just feel say you are
you able to survive on
and
your
in the absence of violence and abuse, because if you're not empowered, you are a recipe for violence and abuse. Anybody can just kind of slap you no more like that. But when you're empowered, you know, say this is not violence, this is not abuse, this is not good, this is not bad. You will distinguish and become healthy human being. That for me now a state where I feel say every young person will become empowered for know their rights, for being capacitated with education, access to systems where they make them feel free and become better human beings for the country as a whole.
Okay, I think all of waiting you just outlined are quite crucial and important thing them.
Definitely.
Access to education and skill, because not all man go able for learn books. Some man go learn skill way at least able for survive on you, like you say, not depend on anybody for survival. Where I feel like at that point say youth man they want for each. In all of these challenges then I mean access to education, like you put access to justice, access to skill, and all of the things that we mentioned. Challenges then in your view, what are the major challenge where young people in the face presently in this country where can make them not able for like get access to empowerment or be empowered?
So I feel like there's no one specific thing where I go pinpoint so for saying these are the main issue. Everything is interconnected or interwoven at some point. Okay. Given that, like I say, that a journey of life where they go through and it gets a lot of systemic things that really happen. So first of all, I will look at the policy and legal environment. That as a country, yes, we have many policies thanks to the government of Sierra Leone. However, not all of them are being implemented adequately and follow get. Because you take a look, kudos to the National Youth Commission and those doing the National Youth Service Program. Perfect. We have well over 10 to 15,000 graduates every single year. How many can go through the NYSC program? That's a very good plan. That's a very good system. But again, you realize that people before, like I say, empowerment not just a one day thing. Say you are empowered. You need to be able to get an enabling environment from these homes where we come up from. And they go back to the home because that's the first place where you begin to open your eye for not saying a motor man. And that's where you're able to begin to feel free for know about yourself, talk about yourself, and get confidence for able to articulate issues that affect you. Because if you're not able to articulate issues that affect you, therefore it will become a level that can to a point that you're not able to distinguish between good and bad. And Salon, we culturally staunched. We still get cultural and religious context where they suppress person for talk and picking a big man talk, picking this and this. So that's where it starts. Because when we can always say picking the way they oversee, they tell them parent, mom, dad and mom, why? These are things where we get issues with. But I feel like in a way for like begin is build on the person confidence. Because confidence is something where most people they lack. I bet you for free that you do a survey in schools today, most speaking you realize that from even the name they first or the group picking first. and the way with the parenting styles, it gets a whole lot of play on that picking mindset and how it is seeing self and see the society. It start with that. We move forward to the point of the educational system in the country. We are trying as a country. I cannot say we are not trying otherwise, because I don't have most parameters to distinguish that, but there are gaps.
Okay.
We mean say young people then need to get the requisite and adequate capacity where they need in terms of teaching, learning materials and everything. So you want to be a very good science student, but you could not get a laboratory in the first place. And schools they everywhere now in the country, and access to education is there, but the retention, the completion gets small thing we will look at. Then you come to, I don't know school now, I don't know college, I don't become a graduate now. The jobs are not available. So you have institution where the government of Sierra Leone is really constrained. I'm not a PRO to talk for them. However, I know that the government gets so many priorities with one for attend to all the time. The big five game changers, and they will get one in human capital development. Yes, we have systems for educational facilities in Sierra Leone. We mean we get colleges where they run for provides then learning to students there. However, there's a gap between finance is a key factor. We mean say financially in a local man sense, bruh, me to you. If mother want that family self, so guys this show for the name we call it by the force. Is that clear? So finance gets a whole lot of play. You don't do college, but the jobs are the problem. The job becomes a problem. So young people, so why they bring all these scenarios is that empowerment not a one day thing, not a one something, not just one thing you go do for person. It's a long process where they boost the person in capacity for able for distinguish say I know what I want, I know good and bad. I able for distinguish, and then again I know go with the instant violence. Okay. So with systems are there, but there are issues. Jobs are not available for young people in Sierra Leone. Even when you create small groups, like some of us, we have a very good small network. There are challenges for you maintaining a group and this so because you have to look at providing running costs, providing stipend for your team, providing other things. It's a lot of things. Unlike other countries where they admire at the Enable Environment Day that they have support systems for young people where they innovate certain things, for creating then institution where they run for support and continue for become better by the day. So I feel like it's a whole lot from the parents, the communities and the government and also private sector. We need for do more for the young people that feel empowered and able for know about themselves, because empowerment is I know myself very well, and I'm able to distinguish good and bad and be away from violence if it comes towards me.
Okay, you mentioned one clear scenario where you talk about this person don't go through school, they don't go college, and now he don't come out, and probably don't even go through NYSC.
Yeah,
it don't serve maybe for a year or so, whatever the requirements be, and it don't come, but job no day. And so I have to ask, waiting na the impact, waiting na the effect of unemployment on young people, because just now even they talk about how young people then go be a recipe for violence if they don't get anything where they do. In fact, the popular saying we can go say an idle's mind is the devil's workshop. How unemployment they affect young people, especially in this country?
Well, it's a lot of problems towards that. One of the main thing is, like I say, mental health problems. By the time you left college, so when I did my first degree, I'm sharing a very funny story. And what done my first degree? So I did a host. 1 week I did a host. I don't graduate done. I did a host. My auntie tell me, wait, this graduate don't graduate. So for the host to for the host to they don't graduate for the most. So I was like, what the hell is this? And it struck me. That's when this conversation about my network started again and again, and where it has been today. We'll come to that later. But I feel like, how many more young people are going through that pressure from families? So you see where I always start from family levels. Because before the society begins to judge you, but you don't graduate, you don't go get distinction, you don't get first class, second class, or whatever class you get in your college. The family is the pressure point that you don't graduate, job should be there. But that's where, when we are kids, all of us, we say, by 25, I should be a doctor, by 30, I'm married. So I went back, initially I talked about dreams. As kids, we have so many beautiful plans. By 30, you should have a marriage. You should be married by that time. You have a kid. You have a car. You have a house. Those things we will say as kids has a whole lot to play on as we go along the way, due to other factors. Sometimes your parent may die on this way. For those who lose their parents, sometimes you get issue of no support to further education. Sometimes WAEC will come with their own stress on you and make you frustrated. But those are all things that allows those. But now, when a young person is seeking for a job after graduation, they become very stressed, mentally derailed. They are hot-tempered. So any small thing, bam, they unleash their anger per person. So violence becomes the recipe of whatever happens. Because now the pressure is that you forgo find job. You get responsibility will come on you in terms of family pressure. Friends start looking at you as somebody way for provide for the family. You get a lot of pressure. You said you get needs. Even those people that help you with the college now will say you are now a graduate.
Man, you offend
money now. They don't support you. So imagine the pressure you get as a young person with all your dreams and the current reality of things. It counter. These are different things apart. You get a whole lot for tell on your mindset, and sometimes some man begin to take drugs, some man takes smoking.
I think I want for coming here and you mentioned something we quite interesting way. I also want you for maybe get an extended conversation on.
Okay.
You mentioned drug. Whose kind of impact way drug and substance abuse they get on young people? Because tracing 3-4 years down the line, I know people will be get potential, but once they put up on drug and some substance abuse, now all of the skill we they get, they cannot even make use of it. Whose impact way drug and substance abuse they get on young people, their development, and also their own life safe?
It's a lot. I will start with the commonest the drinks we take as young people. We caffeinated drinks. Me and you, energy drink, Nescafe, and so medically they have question mark to our health. One study, one stay, now the edits now. One spend long hours for edit videos and pictures for posts. Students will take these things. They have their own effects on how they disturb the sleep cycle for a human being, and it gets a long time. Once you are consistent with that for a long period of time, it don't change your pattern of sleep. It therefore affects you long. I'm not going into that detail, but that's where it starts. And once the depression day, the person is finding a way for feel like the judgments are there. Person get judgments are all community. In the defense side, if you say I'm aligned with people, they listen to me. And most time, man to man, now the common situation who they in those ghettos, they don't kick anybody out. In the cinemas, everybody's welcome. We all play the game. We all talk things. We are in those attire bases. Everybody's welcome. They provide a home. So it gets a lot of effect that once they are depressed, they think that the best thing to do is to get indulged into drugs, in taking substances like the usual tramadol and other stuff that are around, some man alcohol, some man. It's a lot of pressure that you are not seeing. That it's just boiling within the person. Back to the point of the hopes, the dreams, the pressure. These three things they affect. The hope where you get very small, the dreams where you get for achieve, like what done, I forget so kind of job, so kind of money. And even that, back to the point, I don't go blame young people there, because not all man want start small, some man don't want for even they part of group their way they get allowance or stipends, some man want bigger jobs.
Say one graduate they can give me 1,200.
1,200, 4,000 above.
5,000.
So,
yeah.
So it's a lot of different pressure. So by that now, once they start to think that taking these things go make them hallucinate, make them sleep or forever time, I can always say you don't drunk, we don't come to normal. You probably still there around with you. So why seek drugs? And it affects their health, it affects their social, their emotional, their psychological, physical appearance. Because once you are addicted to drugs, you need a clean fine again, you need to eat fine again. Then people start pushing you away. Now the more you progress into the depression, the stress the way they into. So as they start for them students, then it becomes more severe than how we see it. From a minute issue of pressure from family or on expectation from getting job, don't become starting with one cigarette or one shisha or one energy drink, one tramadol. I don't sleep for hours, but you grab again. The issue is still there. They start to progress. Let me take 2, take 3, take 4. It continues to progress to a point that, like I say, your appetite is poor, your body don't wasted, you're not eating well again, you need what's fine again. People start to shun you more. You're not serious now. So young man and people start generalizing. All young people are not serious. They're not college. They start business, and they will tell you to go and start business. But where is the capital to start the business?
I was going to ask about entrepreneurship. And you talk about, oh, young person don't come out college and you don't can sit down full and they wait for let them can get and work. And you talk about, say, who side the resource day, the access day for able for start business. And I want to ask, how entrepreneurship go able for address the issue of youth unemployment and empowerment in this country?
The jobs are not there all set for young people to get. So even if today 5,000 people are dead, God forbid, I'm not praying for anybody's father to die or mother to die, or they are retired. We have more than 20,000 people who are graduating every day and now in different colleges, from the USL, you come to FVC, Commerce, IPAM, JALA, ETU, Unimac. All these institutions are giving us a lot of people to work. So entrepreneurship has a whole lot to play. So most times when they say, young man, they know I know nothing. What made they start with top up self? But do you remember when I started again, I told you about dreams and expectations? So for less someone see self now in that place for Ekeke.
I'm going to go sell top up.
Yeah, so they start. I'm going to go sell top up.
We want to sit on our
Yes, I'm going to go Ekeke or ride bike. One time in Kenema, I never disregard Keke or bike riders. So I made my colleague go sometimes, I will take bike man, we go. So like most times it was like, guy, you know, correct, begin tell us from careless talk. Now I say, I am masters.
The Keke rider?
The bike rider has a masters. So, but I was happy that, you know, allowed institutions for get to ramen, do the other things we will talk about now. So I feel like waiting to be the best is, we always question young people, say they know they do this, they know they do it, but do we train it in universities? Of course, now some colleges don't start for doing entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I think IPAM they do.
Yeah, I mean, generalized entrepreneurship. I'm in medical school. Am I being trained to prepare for the challenges of workforce out there?
In case hospital
not there for work. You cannot apply. This year, we are more than 130 in our class.
Oh.
By the time we graduate, maybe 100 or 90 or 80, whatever case may be, we'll graduate. Is government ready to employ all of us at the same time? There are people who don't graduate a year or two ago, they still wait for employment at the government service for doctors. Now, what I'm saying is, can we have a flat system wherein everybody, even if not examinable, is being trained from schools to know about entrepreneurship and start looking at creating self-employment opportunities? Because until we start to do that, until we start to open the mindset of young people at that level, because I always emphasize on dreams and expectations from childhood levels. That's where we set all the fantasies of our life. So if we are able to start training young people from schools about entrepreneurship, about making money, because we make it so taboo. So you make so always man one and not get the what you want forget. At the end of it, get frustrating self so much. So if we can start teaching them at that level, not only now we don't graduate forget and use finances, and so again, the same thing will come back. Some people will tell you, so man, you're not serious. You're a story. I don't give person bike. You don't run away. I don't get keke. Not do serious. I don't get this. But again, it's about the expectation and the dreams. I always go back to those points because people are not prepared to start businesses, to start ideas, to be able to finance things like that. So the system of learning is that done school, get job, and get motor car, you married. So if you want to reset all those things before we come to current state of how to support them, let's go back to drawing board and create ways to start teaching about entrepreneurship at early age. That's where I'll start. For those who are off graduates, well, you cannot, of course, they say, well, now one bad egg, the polar only egg there. But we still cannot generalize that if we can have postgraduate sessions or seminars that do talk about entrepreneurship, business, and life skills. I know some NGOs where they do. My network does that too, but it's more like for those that are in school currently. That's what we are doing. Those that are in school, to give them some startup capital businesses which are moderately, go sell like half a fishball, butterscotch, you sweet.
I will hope for
and
that capital.
We'll talk about that after here. So you start those basic things, and at the end of it, in the long run, if you are used to it, when things are bad, your parents cannot afford, you have challenges with resources and everything, you learn how to able for tons more money for support yourself and go ahead. Because whatever we are all doing today, we want money to defend. That's the bottom line.
Oh yeah.
You are a journalist, a doctor, a teacher, whatever, the money you defend, how to manage yourself, a family, and that kind of thing. So we seek private sector can continue to provide more jobs for young people. Then we need to invest in the volunteering system in this country. Other countries you see get a volunteer network where they provide voluntary services. But back to my point again, because of our dreams, expectations, not to volunteer. But if we create voluntary service and some institutions get very negative mindset about volunteerism, because they say now, brother, you can't go catch now for 1-2 months, give 500,000 lose. I'm gonna go to like picking money. And the idea is that for let we derail the issue of drug abuse and other stuff will affect postgraduate people then. These are things to keep your mind busy. It's very important for let we think about how do we encourage them to do those. Like the NYSC service, the youth service program is very good. But other systems can come on where we get young man for go and get capacity and learn the career, they in the system and just continue to learn. It's tough. For come up TP, for TP come outside you go and book money, you go waste all things. But what I would tell every young person is that wait till they learn at that institution, they not even your college has taught you. So I always encourage young people to find places where you volunteer and then we provide capitals, businesses for young people and those who are ministers and whatsoever, get systems, get institution where they get your man them and maybe start to want to bike. After a couple of months you add another one day just to keep them going. But until we go back to this drawing board, we get a foundational capacity building for entrepreneurship. We start to not kill their dreams over ambitious dreams about money making and job creation. We continue. Yes, I don't dispute the fact that we need more job created. The government has its five game changers plans, which are beautiful to create thousands of jobs. We are praying that they happen. But however, along those ways, let's see how to invest in young people. You get money, we do graphic designing, photography, edit. So these are skills where one young man along the way in our colleges or even beyond colleges, let invest into for support them for let we forget. The goal is for let them sustain themselves and become proud of themselves.
Okay. Aside the formal education where person go primary school, go secondary and go junior secondary, go senior secondary, go na university and come out as graduates from whatever course or discipline. We also get skill training. How skill training, skills development go and then vocational education go able for contribute to youth empowerment and development in the country.
So it should not only be for those who are not going to schools. That's my point, and I'll stand by that. Even those who are in schools need to get those skills. I know a particular relative who is a tailor, has a degree in this country, is now in the US making huge capital on tailoring. We don't show the African in America. People they rush for buying her hand because she's a nurse, a registered nurse. At some point, he's taking for left the work self for let just the tailoring no more now.
In the papers they don't say.
The papers, you know, they stress now. No get tax, no get tax capital. No to tax, you pay tax, but then OC they do. So OC they show and they do things. You get? So the whole goal of whatever we are doing is to be able to get resources to take care of ourselves, our family, and be able to achieve something and just die and go to the next world. That's why we're here. All of us are here. Whatever we say. And so I feel like those way not get skills, educational knowledge. We get like we get OIC, you get the center we don't some don't dilapidated right now. I feel like government and private sector need for maybe invest more into it than they for let them regenerate and get the tools, the necessary resources. For makes them have a soap there, black soap. These are daily things people need to use. Soda soap. For make them have seen every person use. It's a lot of resources you are getting that will not take you too much time. So even when you learn book, like I say, we not only need to focus on doing when they go school. But again, because they not get the opportunity, so we need to invest more into them for let them get side, they link on if the formal learning. But if you want to do formal learning, how far we don't go? So that's the question I'll ask. So along the way of whatever you are doing, many things, and see money, paper money, they ask Jakato money, also come out. That money journalist, they ask people, you if you get a very small business bike with the bike ride for you, go ask you say come out. All it comes to one and solve a problem for you or your family or your society. So Naya Salon comfortable with one job. Salon we okay with just one job. Once you go to office, did the thing and net, then off you go sleep. Other countries by 5 to 6:30, you don't go powder thing, do 2-3 hours and get resources for continue. So we need to be creative and even though we in a government sector, we get government jobs. think about creating systems for low able employ more people on board for get capital and provide resources for young man and for let they start they have thing way they keep themselves up. Of course, it's not what we want. I'm not telling people that no go learn book because again, it's good to be empowered in that area. But along the way, as we keep on learning this education, let's look at how can we be creative enough with skills we not go waste safe. I know an individual way they work with me. He's in college doing a very good course, which is counseling, guidance and counseling also. He's a good IT guy, very good IT guy. He makes money on that thing like that.
On the side.
On the side, he go school, but he get time money there. So imagine if you can't do it, I can tell and say you. I say I envy you. Any big NGO way tap into you right now. So for that counseling, you able to use that you backside itself. You continue on the money that you able to get more money inside it because you get both skills. And I can tell you money what they work with now. Kenya man outside they work with them. The phones we have has a lot of empowerment. Go to YouTube. I sit here today with all pride. I tell you, I can bake a cake. I can cook. And I've had people who don't give me money to cook for me. My big bosses and everything. Does that take away my medical degree I'm getting? No. Does that take away my degree I had? No. It's something that my mother instilled in me before she passed away.
Oh.
So, and I love that because I connect with people a lot. That will take me 3-4 hours. I'm done with that. So, suppose give me like 5,000. I need food for 10 people there. I spend 10 until like 3,000 I go spend. If I want to be very nice on her.
You customer in the day, you.
Yeah. but that's why they invest in me. That's why they invest in me for life for.
They hear you. So they're going to give you the 3,000 of that.
Yeah, so that's what you demand. If I spend it, but I get no when now I can spend money. I don't buy it. I get
1,000 profit.
Imagine that just a lot of 3-4 hours. 1 man in salary, I don't get so.
I know.
So sometimes these are basic things we know they care about. Just no, I mean I want the degree. Hey, why they enter my kitchen, Sha? It's something I'm proud of. Anywhere I go.
Yeah.
That didn't take me title as director of my organization. It doesn't take it from me. Sometimes even when we get office program, I cook for the program themselves. So everybody gets skills where they able to tap into for do something. And most people just lexing at me they do one because me a man and they do one.
Yeah.
That's the point. So we get a lot of things on social media, even for make flyers. You go YouTube instead of using it for TikTok. I'm not saying somebody actually they say Khalid is just charging us directly. I get me team always charging our office. Whole day TikTok. I tell you, use the YouTube to learn something, make flyer. Get phone time, but you have to be prioritizing your time as young person now. Because the way the world is, so it's a very competitive space we're having.
Oh yeah.
Many graduates coming on, but the jobs are not there. So waiting make you special now. Waiting you get additional skill where they make you place nice table where they go say no, this man is a value. So if we just talk our mind to the formal education stuff, learn them and do everybody together for look at other opportunities for tap into you and make you unique in whatever you do.
You get for look at other opportunities in as much as you want to learn the book. Also get something on the side. Like Mr. Tamu, they say you get a number of things now where you can learn with your handset, your phone now you on, where you can learn and get some valuable skill because even some jobs when they wait in the adverts, they get skills aside you academic qualification, they get say required skills for the job. If you don't get any required skills, then they even if you get the academic qualification, then not get for consider you. They might consider someone else we get their skill and they will not get aside your academic qualification. We get we brother Silioni and Will it now. We've been do a very inspiring song for young people them. And the lyrics of the song, then they live beyond the time. This man don't pass on to the great beyond. If you don't sing this song long time ago, but then the lines them, the lyrics of this song, the words and this song still makes so much sense, even up to date. And so one for take that song they where we they use as we music break, and we they come back and continue the conversation. This is Truth FM 103.9, and the program we they listen to on Truth Evening Talk. Then we get that song they we they come back and continue the conversation. youth man them one for work. If work no day, how you expect them for leave? The youth man them one for work. If work no day, how you expect them for survive? How you expect them for self feel like they're a mortal man? Yes, we they blame young people, say they not look serious, they not they take advantage of opportunities, they not they place themselves readily. Well, to some extent, some of them talk and they can be true. But like Mr. Tamu don't talk just now, how much of access, how much of opportunity we they give to young people for let them show themselves, for let themselves able for contribute, you know, to national development, for let themselves able for contribute to the growth of Mama Salon. This is Truth FM 103.9 and the program where you listen to that Truth Evening Talk. Of course, as always, na the Truth Evening Talk, we get a segment usai we can spotlight young people where they do extremely well in the area where they get conversation. And so today we spotlight a young man where they do exceptionally well in the area of empowering himself and also empowering people, them young people them around them on various in various occasions, and how they contribute meaningfully to young people and growth. I mean, personal growth, collective growth, as himself a young person. In him na Yaja, let we get that spotlight video day, and then after we come back for continue the conversation.
Today, we dey spotlight one young man we don dey dedicate in life for uplift other people them na Salone. Him name na Kenneth Jaya. Kenneth na one Sierra Leonean youth leader, gender advocate, and development practitioner we get clear vision for make young people and grow, lead, and succeed. For years now, e don dey bridge the gap between government institution them, NGO them, CBO them, UN agency them, and young people across the country through im work, and e dey make sure say important information about job, internship, scholarship, volunteering, training, and other opportunity them reach young people them on time and easy way. Kenneth na the co-founder of African Youth Network, and na through the flagship program Salone Youth Connect, it don help connect thousands of young people them to real opportunities them wey dey change life. To date, boku young people them across Salone don benefit from the information, mentorship, and opportunities wey in dey share. That impact no dey end day. Every young person wey benefit dey pass the same knowledge and opportunities give other person na dem community. So the effect dey continue for grow. But wetin make Kenneth stand out not to just numbers, na the commitment, consistency, and the passion wey e get for see young people dem succeed. Im believe say true leadership not to for carry title, but na for serve people and create opportunities for other person. As Salone dey continue for build in future, people like Kenneth Jaya dey remind we say investment in young people na the best investment any nation can make. Kenneth Jaya, we salute you. Thank you for the work wey you don dey do. Thank you for the lives wey you dey touch, and thank you for keeping hope alive for plenty young people them across Salone. Like how Kenneth can always say, the win dey come.
Plenty thank you to Kenneth. Plenty thank you to every young person where they out there way they see leadership as not just something with a title, but they see them as a platform for serve a fellow young people, for serve a company young people, and also contributes to their growth. Because at the end of the day, not only they show say you been be leader at some point. Because if not, then remember you being saying a leader or you been served in that capacity, but your impact not go be felt. Your impact they not go talk about them, and nobody not go even mention say you been do anything. So like Kenneth, let we see how we self as young people will contribute to the growth of other people. We still get Khalid Ahmad Tamu at the studio, in the executive director for Network for Children Empowerment Salon. Is still in at the studio, and remember, say the conversation all they get this evening. Now, youth empowerment. We look at the issues, the challenges, and of course the opportunity we surround youth empowerment. And if you want to be part of the conversation, you can send me a message through the short code 239. I certainly get for come see the messages, and of course now with Facebook page self. If you watch we live, you can go now with Facebook page and drop your comments, your thoughts, your view. I get for come day for look some of them comments and they they share. Of course, Mr. Tamu, before we go for a break, we'll be to get a conversation around how youth unemployment and empowerment go affect the young people them. And in all of this, we as the young people, continually we mention the family, you be mention school, and also you talk about religious barriers and we can even make some young man feel like, or some pikin feel like, okay, let's not talk, okay, let's not react, okay, let's not do this. Not so for me, because religiously they don't tell and say, no, you're not supposed to do this. And so I want to ask, whose role where the school, the family, and even religious institutions them go play for able for shape youth man them young people for be responsible people in a society?
Yes, thank you very much for that question. Everything for solve you have to use the bottom top approach. Sometimes top bottom, but you get to continue for that way. Given that nobody need come on heaven or the beyond and just follow now, so it comes to a process.
Yeah.
So the family now the first place where begin they know himself, know in name, know family, and know people around them for able for distinguishing himself as as a human being. So I can always say it's the first point of contact, which means say people need for shape their choices. And for me, let me believe I get that even the naming system, how do you pick a name, get a hold for play to that pick how you perceive himself. You get kind of name in a community, so like you get family you name hope. Though sometimes they have beautiful names to give. Well, I know someone would deny say name not gets anything to do than they. But I believe that how the family themselves create the name environment, you know, blame some man no book fine, some man just they follow say copy and paste names. So but I feel like the family gets a hold for play for provide the pikin that enabling space for knowing self very well, distinguish between good and bad, able for provide a clear future for himself. Because if you're not able for talk, for some of we will come on before we prepare the land book small, they create room for talk to you about something, no matter what, how was school, how the body, how this happened. They start with that. You go school first. What I like it begin. The only go 1, 2, 3 course first. You know, it get for affect how that picking they become custom to that kind of trend of things. And normally say yes, I for be for course or for do this for life will thrive. Then it affects a lot of things. And if you more school, nobody know for say law and study and everything. For schools, like I be saying initially, we need for review how we provide picking them. We can do economics, business studies. But how much of that business studies they affect picking
Can be
for practical for let picking know say just the cram money is this and this and this, but how can they know that this what they are learning gets a whole lot for play in terms of a future something we for do? Because as early as 10, 12, 13, 14 picking in a school, if you get understanding about the future world, like beyond graduation, if you get something like that, they will help them a lot on how they able for shape himself for become better person. So that means they for really see how to review the curriculum for education again and see we put picking them for understand say this is it, and we as CBOs or NGOs or institutions provide resources for let them begin practicalize them and this so because at the end of it cannot begin a film again for just continue for just the cram and pass and kind of thing. For religious leaders, people so believe them, we all believe them so much, and their role in terms of providing youth them with the empowerment skills, with the capacity. Sometimes the way youth leaders, the usual leaders, they make something too. I'm not denying say we cannot be religious, we cannot be over fanatic. And I make most families, because of the same religious concept, then you realize that they're not even talk to them, picking them properly. They're not even for engage and picking them. They get so much of like, now so many experience there, now so the men we. But times have changed. And that means say once times have changed, we therefore improve on the relationship, adapt and see the current situation, how picking they relate. So we have to preach to our fellowship, our parents in the church and mosques that we have, and kids also. We start giving them capacity building. Not just go now must preach about haram, halal, preach about so many things, so many bad things, hellfire. Let's have to teach them the practical waiting they expect now the world beyond graduation, beyond the services. And we not only spend the entire day in our mosque or church. Small, if we go pray 5-10 minutes to come on, they will go, or 1 hour, 2 hours, come on, they will go. But when we have youth seminars, what do we preach there beyond just the gospel? How can we start introduce into gospel into our seminars? Many people get youth conferences we did the host. Most of we get youth conferences we the host from different sectors. The Catholic, the Muslim, Ahmadiyya, myself now, I'm the General Secretary for Ahmadiyya Youth Association National. So when we have this session, how can we introduce entrepreneurship, understanding, skills, and practical things for young man that begin to be able to think outside the box, think outside the space, say, let's start for be responsible. And the thing about culture is that culture is afraid for let you think away from the norms. So realize that sometimes picking any talk outside with day, that's how it's closing the kids' space for thinking ability, for rationalizing, begin to get critical abilities. So in some religious spaces also narrow you wings for letting you know, open up, for letting you know, understand and become itself. So once we start to deconstruct these systems, I'm very religious, but that don't mean say we cannot break the space. We start to look at preparing the youth, religion with the current trends of time.
Okay.
It cannot be always about religion or culture. We start to prepare their minds that beyond your education, this reality of things. Because the money go make person go donate a mosque or church. And money you need for do that day. You don't get money, you go do it. And even when they make decisions in those places, I'm not saying some spaces and they, but if you don't get money, you need to sit on the tables. Because you have to pour out the money to build that mosque or the church they want to build. You have to donate 100 million or 10, 50 million. So that person need money. And if the money is not coming from only education, there are other means of so I make today some money they go do fetish business. I see one video yesterday. Say 2 weeks after a person get money, then say nah juju business. They go and do. You to go and do your own and get money. Okay.
We're about for wrap up, and you're not the executive director for Network for Children Empowerment Salon.
Yes, sir.
What's basically they do as with the roundup?
We are a youth-led group. We established in 2018. We had a pause for 2 years, resumed in 2020. We focus on promoting adolescent empowerment and youth empowerment. Our theme is growing change with and for adolescents. Because we believe say that point, adolescent point, like change of point, we get for affect picking in a lot of ways. So if we're not able to catch them young at that point, they are transitioning from childhood to adulthood. So one for use that point for capture them and empower them with skills, empower them with knowledge, empower them with self on 3 things: education, health, and protection. So our theory is that education is the current time of empowerment, and that means say life skills or formal education. You need for be empowered. For let me say empowered now education, whatever the case may be. Then if you don't have a good healthcare system, healthcare knowledge, and healthcare system, now salon. That probably don't make sense. There'll be a question mark to that. Then for the social protection, how it comes in, it is times that one, because it means say you need empowerment, you need protection in the homes, community, and the entire space. So we need to work with community stakeholders and the parents for creating an enabling environment. So if we give begin money for do small business, if the home toxic, you're not going to do that business day, where they go school, because one for empower them, 2 things together, you're not going to be able to thrive, you're going to get issues. If you get belly along the way, you get issues. So it's a lot of the issues are social many. Issues. So we as nurses not just say we do teen pregnancy or this. We don't want to choose one issue. That's why we not choose too many issues. We are just into advocacy, but focus on empowerment and on these 3 things. So we want to work with communities, and for now we are mainly based in Kenema, but we try to expand now Freetown and other places then for generate. But it's tough, as I said, the same thing as young people. When you create a space, for not get the resources for maintain that, it's very difficult. Some people will tell you, we don't give you money. Did you say money they come together no more for embezzle money? But I will tell you for free, the times have changed. There are people who don't see the reality of situations, want for bring change in dynamics. We have well over 14 volunteers working with us across the country, more in Kenema. And for the districts in chiefdom base for Kenema, we are in like 5 chiefdoms: Smallbo, Nongowa, Dama, Koya, and that of Tunkia chiefdom. So those chiefdom we are working in is to ensure we get programs and like I say, you go to our page, we support wide, we're not specific. Whatever case may be, it's to invest in young people. Right now, we get a program with Purposeful support with a Vision Trust Award on ending child marriage. But part of that grant, we are providing support to like 25 young people start. They are in school or colleges, but they are doing a class for 6 weeks on business, entrepreneurship, and savings. So once they are done with that, we expect them to be able to have a coalition or a consortium together, or individuals to either some man already don't start business on your own. So some man don't start business on your own done. One for say we for invest into there. Some man say don't get all the business they do. You need for just get support for expand on them. That means say they do business, but you need for know how to do branding, how to do all that thing there for learn business school.
For the business spicy.
Then a green it's spicy. I love that word. Then a green support. We get one people start fresh with the senior schools and whatever. We also get one away not the school at all. We invest in them. And again, we own team members at the college. We also invest into some of them for let them get support at least for let they don't done a class last week.
When I still they take team members,
I'll think about that. I'll think about that. But I feel like it's a very small movement, but it's challenging a lot. Same thing, but finances is a whole root cause because you need money to maintain your office, stationery, logistics, and pay your allowances, stipends, and stuff.
Which is key. Which is key.
The sources are not there. You get NGOs, we get money. They prefer for give sub grants to other people for reasons best known to them. They will not believe in the systems, and we are trying to break the dynamics of trustworthy young people. So we get some do not believe in. We are pulling through. For the past 5 years, we have been existing now. We are doing very well. We have our office space on our own, and it's based in Kenema. Yeah, a very well furnished office, and we're trying to expand with more partnerships. So we have a partnership office in Freetown. We work with expanding people on the board. We continue for do a lot of work for empower picking them. It's a lot of things we have done, but the time that we're allowing for explain online. Yeah.
Okay, as we wrap up, whose practical measures you want for suggest to government, to communities them, and even to young people them, we then go take for able to overcome the issue of youth unemployment, which can be caused as a result of the empowerment we young people they not get. Maybe in the next 1-2 minutes.
Yeah, so government need for provide the enabling environment and tap into more partners, more donors like UNFPA, UNDP. There had been so much at the city work they do with Ministry of Youth Affairs. We need to triple that. It's still stuck within urban cities like Freetown. Most times, me that plan bubble, so I can get issue with anything there. I can say, most time, I'm more resident. They go down. I'm kind of proud of it always. So, like you say, let us see how to invest into those local communities more and go down to the communities down there, not just urban cities and everything. Then, for government again, let's look at how do we think about it's an advocacy message for all of us as young people. Provide money-based capacity in school levels and prepare them for understand about the world beyond their hopes and dreams and shape them for understand what empowerment means and for let them prevent themselves from any form of danger. And for young people, let's not focus only on TikTok and Facebook. I don't have TikTok on my phone. On that Facebook, I delete them in my phone. I can download that during breaks, just want, but as if you say they get addicted, they play on my phone. Because I feel like we are paying the people more resources. Where I can go now, amount of data used. We had a bond. I'm not saying that money we calculate, we pay them, but money at it. So why not use the data we get for learn something? It can be anything, it can be graphics, it can be videos, it can be picture taking, it can be anything. Once they give resources for maintaining, you do that. For what other purpose you call again? Young people have said, government have said, who that I talk about again?
I think you don't answer.
All right, so I feel like all of us, state parents, schools, and everybody needs for just become realistic to situations and forget about the past and stay able to provide young people with the realization of the 21st century generation. Unless we do that, we cannot be able to have young people who understand themselves better and be able to talk on issues that affect them and prevent any violence with happen in society.
Let we be real to the challenge where young people they face, and let us also provide them with the opportunities, the access where they need for let themselves grow. Because, like in the words of Tamu, until we do that day, young people are still going to struggle and then able to contribute to the growth and development of Mama Salon. Plenty thank you to Mr. Khalid Ahmad Tamuwe, now the Executive Director for Network for Children Empowerment Salon. We can help me for discuss this all important topic where we've been they get today. You know, this is the Truth Evening Talk where they come to you on Truth FM 103.9. I want to say plenty thank you to my producers, Ishmael Zebangura, David Aspen Solomon, and of course to the technical team, Joshua Lee, Simon Kosa, and Susise, and Wosi Kamai, and of course to the superstar DJ. We bring all the tunes, we bring all the sounds come to na we na DJ Flex. Sote Wednesday back with the Truth Evening Talk go get for come your way. Me own name na Andrew Chopele. Do have a lovely evening and create a space so young people them go be empowered so that themselves go grow.